Being in the possession of an individual moral compass and self-virtues and personal ethics and liberty becomes not only very important, but it's of fundamental imperativeness and significance in our lives that we have these things in one or another. So obviously having a moral compass is a fundamental imperative, but it's neither easy nor simple nor straightforward for anyone or anything in the world or in this society to be able to basically understand, comprehend, and grasp a moral compass, a basically definitive virtue, faith system, alongside individual morality, to be able to seamlessly hold on to that sort of self cultivated rules, ideals, boundaries, and also eventually to be able to seamlessly and unhesitatingly practice and execute all that basically individual virtue without unconscious interference, without being overcome by our own unresolved chaos, and also without being basically overwhelmed or basically conquered by social evils, outside contradictions, public madnesses, and other dangerousness is will be difficult, chaotic. But it is also the unflinching truth and the unavoidable reality that moral compass is of fundamental significance and importance in our lives, and it is only when we have developed, cultivated, and practiced an individual moral compass can we possibly command respect, admiration, recognition, acceptance almost automatically from the unconscious mass and basically ignorant mindset of the society. We automatically become admirable, recognizable, respectable, even though they just don't want to respect us. They just don't want to provide us with the kind of due admiration which we deserve for our truthfulness, authenticity, reliability, and consciousness. But without a moral compass, they will always take us for granted. They will always believe that they can have us, even though they just play around, they just politic their way into anything. They don't keep their words, they don't fulfill their promises, because most modern people in the modern society are all ultimately conditional, partial, judgmental against each other, particularly against the conscious, responsible, disciplined sort of man. So it's very difficult because I mentioned earlier that these emotions, feelings that they are practicing or displaying are all ultimately facades and masks they wear conditionally to get their ends done, to fulfill their purposes, upon which they forget these emotions, they abandon the truth, they part ways with character, authenticity, truthfulness, because it was a beautifully crafted persona. They just abolish the truth and join the government in its own tyranny and delusionalism and authoritarianism. So the people are overcome by nihilism and their own internal darkness, which they could not resolve, which they have an